This is Michael Riddell, and I will be reviewing today a study called Social Networks and Gamification in Physical Education, a case study from the year 2022. And it is a very good study, a case study that examined the effects of students joining an active social network, and that network is called Edmundo, and using gamification on learning in secondary physical education classes. The students captured their physical activity on their mobile devices and uploaded them to the social network. Students competed against each other in games based on the physical activities and social network. So basically, this study was wanting to look at students and them using their devices to capture their physical activity and compete against each other for games and prizes and awards to see who can do the best. And the thought in this was that if students were competing against each other and using their devices that they use on a daily basis, then they would want to do more physical activity to get caught up to their peers or to pass their peers or to gain rewards and prizes. And if they did so, it would increase their physical activity, which would increase their health. The study was conducted using 10 teachers in charge of 17 groups of students in 8 schools in Spain, with a mixture of boys and girls as participants. The data was gathered using focus groups and interviews with students and teachers. The results of the study showed that social networks, when used correctly, can become a powerful tool to promote healthy lifestyle habits in adolescents. It also showed that positive results relating to motivation and involvement in the students were shown. So students were motivated by the social networks and by competing with their peers to promote their healthy lifestyle habits and to become more physically active. So there was a positive correlation and positive result with motivation to increase physical activity and therefore hopefully increase health with the students when using social networking and when using gamification. Some of the results also showed, though, that with the gamification, it must be flexible, linear, and competitive, with a process to gain points, badges, or classifications in order for the students to maintain their maximum interest in the study. So gamification needed to meet the interests of the students in order for it to work and be the most effective. Gamification and social networking increased the amount of physical activity the students participated in outside of the regular school hours. So with this study, it was not only conducted within the regular school day, but it also bled into outside school hours. And it showed that students' activity level continued to increase outside of regular school hours with this study when it included networking with their peers socially on devices and using gamification. So as a result of this study, some of my reactions to it and my thoughts about it: students today as a whole are very sedentary, so anything we can do to get them moving more is positive. So attempting to implement the things students love to do, such as media devices and games, in with things they don't love to do as much, such as physical activity, hopefully can lead to more positive outcomes for student health. Also, as we know, student mental health is often tied to physical health. So hopefully increasing the outcome of one will help to improve the other as well. So the hope here would be to increase mental health with students when we increase their physical health. And finally, since they are so common today, one thought would be to replicate the study using smart watches instead of handheld devices such as phones, so the results are stored more automatically instead of having to be manually entered into a device or phone. So if you could utilize a smart watch some way that would have a program or an app that would automatically upload the data, it would save a step in the process. And those are my thoughts on this study. Thank you.